Mein Name ist Mila Trausch, ich bin Regisseurin, Theaterpädagogin und Schauspielerin.
I'm Giacomo Piovan and I'm a social designer.
My name is Jana Beric, I'm a singer-songwriter. The Startup Fund allowed us to spend most of the year touring. We spent more time on the road than at home in Luxembourg. So we were touring in everywhere from North America to Europe and the UK and back again.
Ich grüße ein Start-up für das Projekt Bilder deiner großen Liebe. Das ist ein Text von Wolfgang Herrendorf, den ich inszeniert habe mit 3 Artisten auf der Bühne, dem Betsy Dancer, dem Friedrich Colling und dem Luc Hammer.
Verrückt sein heißt ja auch nur, dass man verrückt ist und nicht bescheuert. Und mein Problem war eben, dass ich langsam wieder verrückt wurde.
There are a large amount of upfront costs when it comes to touring, and so OEVRE really helped us be able to do all the touring that we did this year. We have to pay for things like visas and hotels and renting a van and hiring an engineer. And so without OEVRE's help, there would have been no way that we would have been able to get to North America and a lot of the other places we toured in this year.
The Startup Fund helped me with the Water Hackers project. The Water Hackers project is educational and creative work that is composed by different workshops that help people discover water in a different way. So it brings science and creativity together. With the Water Hackers, the objective was to learn how important water is, because water is a human right.
Ich kombiniere meine artistische Arbeit ganz oft mit meiner pädagogischen Arbeit. Ich habe schon auch ganz viele Projekte gemacht, die ich an der Schule mache, am Lycée Technique de Bonnevoie. Zum Beispiel ein Projekt davon heißt «Ziemlich gut an meiner Haut». Und da geht es darum, für junge Leute zu empowern, für zu dem zu stehen, was sie sind, wie sie sind, unabhängig von ihrer Herkunft, unabhängig von ihrer sexuellen Orientierung.
Since the Startup Fund, we created also different projects. For example, Walk the Line, which is a sculpture in the urban space. It's a kind of a line that floats in the air, where you can look at it from a specific place in the street, in Rue Philippe II, in the Luxembourg city.
OEVRE really allowed us this year to have a sense of security and allowed me to spend a lot of my time creating music. Near the end of the district's tour, one of the last shows that we played was at a venue called Warsaw in Brooklyn, and it was a great show. It was sold out and there were about 900 people there.
The Startup Fund helped me with the creation of 3 different tools to collect, analyze and filter water quality. We have also created a website and the infrastructure for the communications.
I think generally the Startup Fund is great. I mean, there's a lot of support that they're offering and they're relatively hands-off. Initially, our goal was to release an album at the end of this year, but because of the amount of touring that we've been doing, it was just not possible to do that. And so OEVRE has been really flexible in allowing us to kind of change what our goals were for this year and to meet them a little bit later next year.
Wenn ihr als Artist eine Vision habt, dann ist das relativ klar, dass die Vision an irgendeiner Form ausgedrückt gehen. Und da soll ihn das einfach machen. Es soll ihn einfach den ersten Schritt machen. Und nach dem ersten Schritt kommt den zweiten, und den dritten und so weiter. Und dann ist ihn am Prozess dran. Und soll ihn sich einfach trauen und nicht fertig.